In his budget speech before the National Assembly, Minister Godongwana says that consultations are continuing following the release of the discussion papers last year. He says that restructuring of the retirement system for individuals will allow for greater preservation and partial access to the funds through the two-pot system. This means that members will only access 1/3 of their future contribution, while 2/3 will be preserved until retirement. Part of the proposal includes the possibility of short-term access, which will be dependent on the approval by trustees of each fund. Minister Godongwana says he will implement the law that enables the trustees to decide whether or not to give money to members of pension funds.
I can't give you money from your own pension fund. Your own pension fund has got its own trustees. The decision to take money out of the fund must be a decision of a trustee. The only thing I'm going to do as the Minister of Finance is to create a conducive environment for trustees to make that decision if they think the fund is capable of doing so. But the Minister of Finance, what must copy man and go struggle in it? No. Think upon the bail.
Many workers in financial distress have long been anxiously waiting for these changes, but experts say the key priority for trustees will be to preserve the financial stability of their retirement fund before anything else. Experts say Minister Godongwana's latest announcement brought a lot of clarity on this matter.
We were hoping to have the green light to start proceeding with all the work around the two-pot system, and the speech has done exactly that. It's a very complicated change, so we didn't expect a massive amount of detail, but what detail we got, we were very happy about.
Only about 7 million people are members of retirement funds in the country. The new legislation will ensure that members of retirement funds will no longer be allowed to cash out their pension when they change jobs. Experts say this will ensure that more people have some money to survive in retirement and not to be a burden on the state. The new legislation is also expected to encourage more preservation.
It's going to do two things. The one thing it's going to do is bring in greater retirement savings because of the 2/3 pot, which now will be locked in. So currently, if you change jobs, you can cash out your pension. And one of the biggest problems in this in South Africa is that every time someone changes jobs, they cash out their pension fund and then they start again.
Experts say it could take quite some time before the new legislation is implemented. The ball is now in the court of the trustees, who will decide whether or not to grant you a portion of your retirement fund. But it remains to be seen what this decision will be based on. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.